Yo, what's going on guys? Arekkz here. Welcome back to another video for Monster Hunter Rise, and Capcom just had their digital event talking about not only Monster Hunter Rise but also Monster Hunter Stories 2. There is so much to talk about. They were not lying when they said there is a plethora of monsters to look forward to, and this update has so much. Now I completely understand why it is 0.9 gigabytes, because there's a lot. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what's in the Rise update, and then tomorrow I'll be speaking more about what's coming in Monster Hunter Stories 2, stuff to look forward to. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But to begin with, they dropped a brand new trailer. This obviously right from the start shows that Kushala's coming back, Teostra's coming back, and Chameleos, which, you know, when you talk about it like that, makes complete sense because those sort of holy trinity have always kind of been together. I know they haven't always appeared in games, but Chameleos, Teostra, and Kushala, I've mentioned this before, they kind of work around in that sort of triangle where Chameleos beats Kushala, Kushala beats Teostra, Teostra beats Chameleos. So it's kind of cool that they are all in there. And obviously with those monsters comes the armor. We of course have the fantastic Teostra armor, Kushala armor, and Chameleos armor. I cannot wait to see what they're doing with it this time around. Whether it has the same skills, whether they're putting new stuff on it, we'll have to wait and see. But as a Sword and Shield fan, I'm happy to see the Teostra Sword and Shield coming back. However, on top of that, the trailer also shows a couple of new Apex monsters. We have Diablos, who, you know, we've said this before, the Apex monsters are basically like the Deviants from Generations, just called Apex. And this is, for all intents and purposes, Bloodbath Diablos. I love Bloodbath Diablos. It was a fantastic monster. I will say, I wish it was actually Bloodbath, and I could therefore get the armor, because that was fantastic. But regardless, we see Apex Diablos, we see Apex Rathalos, both causing crazy mayhem in rampages. However, it gets better. Outside of that, we will now have the option to hunt rampage monsters outside of quests. We see fighting Apex Azeros, we see Apex Rathian, Mizutsune. So honestly, that is super cool as well, because I mentioned before, like, I love those fights. I look forward to them in the rampage, but sometimes when you just want to fight those monsters, you kind of don't want to have to go through the rampage to get to them. So honestly, that is fantastic. Can't wait to sort of see how their moves have changed again to sort of adapt for the wire bugs and stuff. But yeah, seeing all of these in motion is very cool. Plus, we get some new armor sets, we see the guild set, we also see, I completely forgot the name of it, one of you guys can help me in the comments, but the metal armor set with the cape on it. I like that one, I just can't remember the name. I just like capes, basically. But they confirmed that it is available on April the 28th, which is tomorrow. I don't quite know exactly what time at the time of making this video. Capcom haven't said anything. I'm sure by the time I've finished making it and uploaded it, it'll then be told. Basically, it's going live tomorrow, so at some point in the next sort of, 12, 15 hours, I will assume we'll be playing this update, which is fantastic. It's incredible. But there's more. It's not just what you saw in that video. There are lots of other things to talk about, so let's quickly go through the most important stuff. Firstly, on the DLC side of things, there'll be some new things that we can get. There are 2 more Hunter voices. You can now purchase the Fugen or the Minotaur voice, which is awesome. There's new pose sets, the idle pose. There are dances now. There's also new stickers, new hairstyles, new face paints, new background music. Still no beards though. Capcom, what the hell? Come on. I just want to give you my money. Give me a beard, please. But anyway, that aside, that much is done. There's also going to be a character edit voucher. So if you want to change the way your character looks, your first voucher will be completely free. So there is that. And there's also new layered armor you can buy for your Hunter, new layered armor for your Palico, and there are even outfits for your Kahoot, which is super cool. Following on from there, some of you guys may have noticed that the one of the omissions from sort of the quest menu is that there's no event quest section. That's just because there weren't event quests up until now. They have confirmed that event quests will be made available after the free title update. Whether it means like straight after, whether we're talking, later down the line, will remain to be seen, but event quests are also coming, and they said that obviously, once you download them, you can play them as much as you want, so it's not like in World where you have to play them for a limited time window. And they said they are, of course, also planning to provide event quests that also reward you with new gestures, stickers, and also some gear, much like we expect from event quests. So, very much looking forward to that. On top of that, the Hunter rank cap is also now unlocked, or will be unlocked, so you'll then be able to progress and kind of like start ranking that one up, and that's also going to be useful because unlocking and raising your Hunter rank is also going to link into completing and participating in those new quests. So if you want to do some of the new stuff like the urgent quests and whatnot, you're going to have to jump up to the newer ranks. There'll also be some tougher rampage quests, and they even said there'll be new arena quests and even some new single player only quests, some of the stuff, like the village quests. So if you want to kind of try out some challenging solo quests, you're also going to have that. However, it keeps getting better. Layered armor is coming. Yes, thank you so much. Honestly, I like the deluxe armor, but I've been wearing it all the time. But now, finally, once your Hunter rank cap is unlocked, All armor sets will be craftable, so you can basically pick and choose your favorite layered armor set and turn that into your look, which is fantastic. It now means that I can go and look like Gosharag, despite the fact that I don't need to use the armor pieces because I'm not running a greatsword set. So, layered armor is cool. That also means that it's just more stuff to farm. The fact that we actually have to craft it now gives us more reasons to go out and farm that stuff. So, that's super cool. It's also worth mentioning that the Palico levels are also increasing. Palico and Palamute levels are jumping up to level 50, and the default level for Palico and Palamute's Hired will also be raised. They're also going to be adding in more decorations as well, which of course now gives us even more potential when making our mix sets. On top of that, there will also be new guild cards available, and there'll also be some bug fixes as well. Then, moving on from there, they then spoke about the roadmap. They obviously said this is what we're getting in the update that drops tomorrow. And then following on from there, at the end of May, we have update version 3.0. This will also include several new monsters, and this will include the new ending. So I was mistaken. I thought the new ending was also coming as part of this update, but turns out it's not. This one is just going to be the Apex monsters, the trio of Elder Dragons, and all that kind of cool stuff. But for the actual ending that will round out the story, that is coming at the end of May, alongside several new monsters on top. Then to round it out, they also spoke about some of the crossover content. We've of course seen one side of this already. They've mentioned that when Monster Hunter Stories 2 launches, if you have Monster Hunter Rise save file, you get the Kimura Garb gear, which is fantastic. But when Monster Hunter Stories 2 launches, there'll also be one that goes the other way, and you actually get to have the Rider Hunter gear, which I actually really like. I think it looks super cool. I quite like that sort of, how it fits in with the Rider style, so I'm looking forward to trying that out. So there'll be some more stuff to look forward to. But for the time being, that is a quick rundown on everything you have to look forward to in the upcoming update. New armor, new weapons, new monsters, layered gear, hunter rank cap. There's a lot. It's a big update, and it drops tomorrow. So lots to look forward to. Safe to say we'll have a ton of videos for you guys, and keep it locked for plenty more. If you want to catch more from us at Arekkz Gaming, don't forget you can catch the guys 269, Paradise Central and Investmore streaming over on Twitch weekdays, playing a variety of games. If you guys want to jump in, tune in, watch and even join in, then make sure you check them out. The links to those are in the description box down below, and of course you can join the Discord to get involved in all of the discussions.